Okay, Facebook Live and Instagram Live. A very good evening to you. Thanks for joining me live on the internet. This is going to be 60 minutes of M7, Mondays at 7. That's why it's called M7. My Mind Matters, matters of the mind. And so I like to share lots of information with you regarding the mind, mindset, mastery of the mind. I like to talk about meditation, mindfulness, and then as we go through the weeks, this is a weekly thing, I'm going to take a deeper dive and we're going to get into motivation and manifestation as well. So there's lots of information we've already shared. This is only our third one, so this is all new. This is all playing around to see how things go. But ultimately, if you can tune in on Mondays at 7 o'clock, it will always be live. I think live is a lot nicer than just listening to a recording. And the whole idea is that at least once a week, you get the opportunity to chill out, relax, and connect with your deeper self, your inner self. That's really what this is all about. And if you do miss it, if you can't make it, life often gets in the way, then it's automatically recorded and we will make it a podcast as well. The easiest way to track that down and find it is by going to engagewithsuccess.com/M7. And that way you can always catch up. So let's get started. There are 3 segments to every podcast, and the first one is going to be about breathing. We've already discussed the way that breathing can calm you down and help you relax. Last week we were talking about the way it can help you detox the body. In fact, 70% of the toxins in your body come out through your breathing. If you're going, is that true? I always encourage you to do your homework, jump online, go and read it, Google afterwards, and see what you can find. And I think you'll realise that breathing is a really, really important part. Obviously, it's an important part of our lives because the moment we stop breathing, it's game over. But it is an integral part of our life. It's an important part of our life that many of us take for granted. And so now if you've got the opportunity to breathe mindfully, to breathe for a reason, and knowing that you are calming yourself down, taking control, and having the opportunity to cleanse your body as well, even better. The second part of the evening, we'll be talking about mindfulness, and I have different tasks that I'll be doing week after week after week after week. Some of the things that we can look forward to upcoming are food. I'm going to encourage you to get food. I will post this earlier in the day, so you'll get to see the chance to do that, but I encourage you to bring fruits, chocolates, anything that you really, really enjoy eating, and show you how to eat in a mindful way. In addition to that, we will go into music, and how music can make a big difference in your life. And we'll also take the opportunity to look at doodling and writing and see if that can make a big difference in your life as well. Now, anyone on Facebook, I wonder if you can just send me, or Instagram, maybe give me a thumbs up about the volume. But I'm most intrigued about Facebook because people are saying, can you buy yourself a microphone? So I got a mic. And I just wonder how the sound quality is. Maybe you could let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me clearly. And maybe you can give, hello Michelle, thank you for joining in. And maybe you can give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music clearly, or let me know if I need to bring up the speaker so you can hear it louder when we get to the mindfulness and meditation parts. So segment 3 of the evening will be meditation. Now, when it comes to the terms mindfulness and meditation, sometimes people have lots of preconceptions and have an idea what they think it might all be about. And they think, oh, I'm not really into mindfulness. It's for this, it's for that. It's not for me. And the same with meditation. People often believe they have a really good understanding of what it's all about. Maybe they think it's about Buddha, it's about becoming Zen-like. But actually, this is all about taking control of your thoughts, or at least calming them down. You'll never control them altogether. I always like to think of it as swimming in a sea of thought. And so the thoughts are going to be there anyway. It's like the sea, right? When you go swimming, you're in the sea. There's nothing you can do about it. Wave after wave after wave is going to come. But what you can do is bob up and down with those waves. And it's the same with your thoughts. Just because you think something doesn't mean you have to action it. Just because you think something doesn't mean you have to react to it. And that's really what mindfulness and meditation are all about. So it's about detachment, becoming detached from those thoughts so that we have the opportunity to observe them, and then make a decision of whether we want to action them or not. So I think it's fair to say most people have had angry thoughts. Something happens, we get triggered, somebody says something, stupid stuff, and we just feel the anger coming through. We feel it. And what do? Do we follow those feelings or do we not? And if we're not following our feelings, are we denying something? So that's why this is so very, very important. But the fact is, you want to observe those feelings. And if you can observe them, that gives you the opportunity then to determine if they're a smart move or not. So something I was taught by Jack Canfield, who in turn learnt it from Dr. Bob Resnick, was E plus R equals O. You might want to write this down. E plus R equals O. And that is events plus reactions equals outcomes. In fact, reaction is following your emotions, so a better word for that will be responses, the way you respond. So events, they're always going to come along. They're the things that happen to us. Let's say, for example, somebody bumps into the back of our car. We're sat there at the traffic lights, we've stopped, didn't slam on the brakes, we've stopped, but the car behind just nudges us. Not a big deal, but oh man, can you imagine if your car got nudged by the car behind? You'd be upset, right? So you can feel that wave of anger coming over you, and you get out of the car and you go down to, and you start screaming and shouting, and then the window comes down. It's this lovely little 80-year-old lady, and you feel really bad now. So it will be better to respond. That will be a reaction. It's better to respond, and by observing the way you feel, by observing your thoughts, you can then make a better decision of how you want to respond. And ultimately, by knowing what the outcome is that you want, that will help you determine the way to respond. So now the event is the car behind you nudges you. The outcome is you'd like to be amicable and make sure they're okay and see how the back of the car is. Has it been damaged? Is it no big deal? And so you respond in a less excitable way, in a less emotional way, and you control your feelings, and you can have a discussion about it. I think that's a much nicer way to go. That's really what this is all about, and that's what mindfulness and meditation can help you do. Okay, let's start with our first exercise, and we're going to start with breathing. Now, the reason I choose Facebook Live and Instagram Live is that I don't get to see you, I don't get to hear you, and so you've got the opportunity now to close your eyes, take deep breaths. You can make as much noise as you like when you let the breath out, and so you've now got the opportunity to really get into this, and nobody can see you, nobody knows. Ideally, you're in a room on your own. Maybe you've gone to the bedroom, maybe you're lucky enough to have a study, maybe you live alone. So close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose, hold on to it, and let it out through the mouth. Now we're going to do that for the count of 4. Breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we're going to go to 5. So breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now breathing, keep your eyes closed, breathing at your own pace. Just listen to the music and see where your mind takes you. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. That was a big faux pas. Here we go, let's get back to where we were. Apologies, my finger touched the phone in the wrong place. just share this with you. That shows you that I'm living the E plus R equals O, because it would be easy to react, right, to that and get all annoyed and all upset. But hey, is it a big deal? No, just touched the wrong button. That's the problem with touch screens. But now I've just continued. The outcome I want is just to get the music back on and continue our journey. And that's where we are. That's E plus R equals O. I could even go as far as saying I did that on purpose. I didn't. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to where we were. Nice deep breaths in through the nose. Hold on to it and let it out through the mouth at your own pace. And just see where this music takes you. Time. Now, one of the things I've been saying over the past podcasts is that the great thing about breathing is that you can do it anywhere. And I mean, let me call it conscious breathing, because we're breathing all the time, right? If we weren't, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be on Facebook Live with me. So it's really important that you take the opportunity to really, maybe once, twice a day, get yourself into a nice quiet place and take some deep breaths. And that's conscious breathing. Now, of course, you can also do this if you get wound up. You can also do this if somebody triggers you. You can also do this if something happens that you don't particularly like. Let's use that car example again. Car gets bumped. You get all annoyed. You can feel the anger rising up inside you, welling up inside you. And you take the opportunity to take some deep breaths. And go, okay, I'm staying calm. This is okay. And then you take the opportunity just to let it out. Just say a couple of hellos there. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Maureen. Hi Karen, glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate that. So if you are stressed at any point of your day, and it happens to us all, we're all the same, it's part of the human experience, just take those deep breaths. They can help you feel really, really relaxed. Okay, so that's the first part. Let's move on now to our second part, which is mindfulness. And again, I encourage you to do some homework. So if you're not really sure what that term means, or if you've experienced it in the past or tried it in the past and feel like you've failed, just go and do a little bit of homework. Find out really what it's all about. And I'm pretty confident that most places that you go will tell you, if you're trying to achieve something, that's the mistake. It is what it is. And if you close your eyes and you do breathe consciously, then you can feel yourself calming down. Now, mindfulness takes it a stage further. That's why I like this to be the next step. So you've now got the opportunity, maybe for 15 or 20 minutes each day, to really, really relax. This is quite a good task to do at the end of the day, because if you are wound up and maybe you have to go to work, maybe you're around people you don't particularly like, it gives you that opportunity to decompress. I like to think that on the mindfulness breathing, as you're coming in and out, you can start to think about breathing in clean, fresh air, loving air, healthy air. And as you breathe out, let out all the negativity, let out all the things, all the anxiety, the tension that you might have picked up during the day. That's really what this is all about. So let me take you through a little journey now in mindfulness. Let's start with the breathing, and then we're going to do what's known as a body scan. Now, as the weeks go on, I will change the mindfulness tasks and we will do different things. I said a little earlier, we'll do food, we'll do music, but I just want to get you into the groove right now so you get accustomed to this. This is only the third of the the podcasts, the third of the lives that we've done. So, again, eyes closed. I can't see you. I can't hear you. So feel free to make all the noise you want to. Get comfortable. I'm getting very comfortable now. And let's breathe in through the nose. Hold on to it for a moment. And let it out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Hold on to it for a moment. And let it out through the mouth. Now in this body scan, what we're going to do is take a ball of light. Use your imagination now to imagine a ball of light, almost like a sun, a miniature sun, sitting there in front of you. 4, 5, 6 inches in front of your eyes. And it's spinning around, it's rotating, it's in orbit. And in fact, you can feel the heat of it, it's lovely. It's like sunbathing. You can feel the heat from that ball, spinning around gently. And now rays of light are coming off of that ball, off of that sphere, and create pools of light over your eyes. And they're filling up the well of the eye with that loving, relaxing, warm light. Almost like having a hot flannel over your face. If you've ever done that, you know how calming that is. A hot flannel can feel so good. Oh, that feels good. That is very, very relaxing. And now that ball of light starts to move up towards your forehead. And you can feel that energy, feel that light, feel that warmth on your forehead now. If you've got a frown, if you're feeling tense, just feel that negativity dropping, being released. And use that breath to release that negativity. And now the ball of light goes higher. It now goes to the top of your head. It's going to sit there right above your head. And you can feel that light coming down onto your head. And you can actually feel it massaging. Very relaxing. Oh boy, that feels good. That feels good. Now the energy continues its journey down over the back of the head toward the back of the neck. If you need to, just lean to the left or the right. Move your neck around and release any anxiety or tension that you might have. Just release it. Let it go. Now bring in that energy down over the ears, down over your face, so that your entire head is now submerged in this beautiful, warm, relaxing, loving light. Oh boy, that feels good. Now as it makes its way down further south, imagine it massaging your neck. Like somebody's hands are there just massaging your neck, and it feels fabulous. It feels fantastic. You're loving it. Now your entire head is submerged. Your neck is relaxing. Rotate your neck gently if you would like to, if that helps release the negative energy, the tension you might be holding. And now feel that energy making its way into both shoulders, the left and the right. Again, you can imagine, use your imagination to feel that light massaging your shoulders as if a masseuse is with you, squeezing out the tension. Now we're going to make our way down the right arm only. So from the right shoulder, down over the biceps and the triceps down towards the elbow. Now from the elbow down into the forearm. And from the forearm into the wrist, and into the wrist, into the palm of the hand. Now take that light into the fingers and the thumb and feel a beam of light shooting out of your right thumb. And now each of the fingers, one by one by one by one. And now your right hand has 5 beams of light coming out of the fingers. That feels energizing. It feels fantastic. Now let's do the same on the left hand side, bringing that energy down the left shoulder, over the biceps and the triceps, into the elbow, from the elbow into the forearm, down towards the wrist. Imagine that energy rotating around the wrist, relaxing, calming, soothing, loving. And from the wrist into the palm of the hand, and now feel the light come out through the thumb, and the first, second, third and fourth fingers, and now both hands have 5 beams of light coming out of them. Feel the energy, feel the love, feel the relaxation. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, letting it out through the mouth, and as you let that energy out, as you let that breath out, feel a smile on your face. Again, I can't see you. Don't feel like, oh, everyone's laughing at me. We cannot see you. We cannot hear you. Smile, and just smiling sets so many muscles off in the face, and that in turn can send endorphins out into the body, letting you know that you feel happy. And ultimately, that's what we're all after. Everyone wants to feel the best they can. That's why we do anything in life, because we believe it will make us feel better. Now take that energy from the shoulders down over the chest, down towards the belly, and now bring it down towards the waistline. Now go to the back of the neck and bring the energy down, those beams of light, vertebra by vertebra, one by one by one, slowly coming down over the vertebra. And if you need to just sit up or move around gently and feel the tension being released. Feels good. It is very, very relaxing. Now as that energy continues to make its way down, feel it come into the tail end of your spine. And now have the energy rotating around your waistline. Round and round it goes. And at any point, if you're in an area where you suffer, you have difficulties, you have aches, you have pains, just imagine all of those aches and pains being released. And now let's take that energy down into the buttocks, to the groin area, and now we focus on the right leg, bringing the energy down the right leg, from the top of the leg, down towards the knee. Again, if you've got aches and pains here, knees could be a big problem for you, feel the energy going into the knee, then have it rotate around the knee, around the knee, around the knee, releasing any energy, any negativity, any pains, any anguish or tension you may have. Down through the leg, over the calves, the shin bones, down towards the ankle. Let the energy rotate around the ankle. And now take it into the ball of the foot, bringing it forward over the arch of the foot, finally coming into the toes. Let's start with the big toe, and then the next 4, 3, 2, 1 toes, the little toe. 5 beams of light coming out through that right foot, and that entire leg feels energized. Now let's go to the top of the left leg, from the buttocks down through the top part of the leg towards the knee. Again, if you've got aches and pains in those knees, feel it being reduced, feel it being relaxed, feel it releasing. And now from the knee down into the calves and the shins, into the ankle, spinning around, rotating around that ankle. Finally into the ball of the foot, the arch of the foot. Now coming forward into the toes. Let's start with the big toe, and then go for the fourth, the third, the second, and finally the little toe. 5 beams of light coming out through that left foot. Oh boy, this is so relaxing. You feel so good. Now just feel like you're in a hot bath. Your entire body submerged in the warm, relaxing water. Your head feels relaxed. Your neck feels relaxed. Your shoulders, just drop them. If you've still got tension, drop those shoulders. Bring the energy down into the body, through the torso, past the waist, down through the legs. 5 beams of light out of each of the toes. Energy through the arms. 5 beams of light coming out through the hands. Just feel how good that is. It's just called a body scan. It's just connecting with your body. And now we're going to bring that energy back slowly. There's no rush. So let's start with our left foot. The beams of light now coming back in. The small toe, the next toe, the next toe, the next toe, and then the big toe. Drawing it in through the foot, past the ankle, up towards the knee. From the knee up towards the top of the leg. And now the right foot, drawing that light back in. Into the foot, into the ankle, up to the knee, and from the knee up to the top of the leg. And even though you've withdrawn that light, it still feels great, it still feels good, it still feels relaxing. Now bringing that light up from the torso, and start at the back, taking it back up, almost like climbing a ladder, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. Go at your own pace. And now draw that light up over the belly area, up over the chest, up towards the neck. And now let's bring that light back from the hand, starting with the left hand, in through the small finger, next finger, in through the thumb, pulling it in through the hand, into the wrist, up through to the elbow, up through the shoulder. And now the right hand, bring the light in through the little finger, the next finger, the next finger, the next finger, in through the thumb, drawing it into the palm of the hand. Now drawing that energy up beyond the wrist, into the elbow, past the biceps and triceps, into the shoulder. And now just for a moment, feel that energy for one last moment around the neck. It's very, very relaxing. Now pulling that energy up from the neck towards the back of the head, up over the top of the head, towards the forehead now, from the forehead down over the nose, until the ball of light is once again sitting there, rotating, spinning, right in front of you. Very relaxing. Feel the 2 pools of light formed over your eyes. And slowly those are withdrawn and go back into that ball of energy. And just allow that ball rotating like a miniature sun right there in front of you, just for a moment or two. And now it's going to disappear. Off it goes into the ether, off it goes into outer space. And now it's gone. Now take the opportunity when you're ready just to open your eyes and come back into the room. So that's our mindfulness. That's what we call a body scan. That's a guided mindfulness exercise, and you can do that on your own. I always find it's better with music, but you don't have to have music. It's all about a choice. You decide what works best for you. But again, if you find yourself in a state, you find yourself in a mess, this is a great place to go. And it's so easy just to work your way through the body. Very, very easy. Okay, I'm going to continue the journey now. This time we're going to move on to our final step, which is the meditation itself. Now again, meditation, great to close your eyes. This is a much, much deeper dive, deeper than mindfulness itself. Mindfulness is really about becoming aware of what you're doing, and you're able to do that at any time of day. And that's why we're going to be doing that with food, with chocolate, all sorts of things that we can do it with music. We can be mindful at any time of day. We can be mindful of all of our actions and what we're doing. And the difference between the mindfulness and the meditation is that the meditation gives you an opportunity to isolate yourself, to take deep, deep relaxation, to get yourself into what's known as the alpha state. So ultimately, the body's vibrating at all times, and generally we're in a state of beta, or beta, B-E-T-A. And that's the vibration that we're in. We can get into a high state of beta, and that means that we're stressed out, things aren't going well, or we can relax a little, we can go to a low stage of beta, which is great, and that's helpful. But if we can get into alpha state, that's even better. That's really what we're going to try and do with the meditation. Meditation, I would say if you can do that for 15 to 20 minutes every day, that would be a great way to go. One of the things you might want to do is build all three of these exercises into your life. And an easy way to do that is maybe first thing when you wake up in the morning, just do some breathing. Maybe the mindfulness is something you could do at lunchtime. And then at the end of your day, whether it's when you get home or maybe before you go to sleep, you can go into the meditation. There is no right or wrong way. But it is a great practice to come back to meditation day after day after day after day. And it's only by building that meditation muscle that it really starts to kick in and work. Now again, just like mindfulness, people often say, oh, I don't know if it's working for me. I don't know if I'm any good at this. It's only by practice that you will become better. And I would say, don't even try to have an outcome. Just see where your journey takes you. Just calm down for 15 or 20 minutes during the day and see where that takes you. Now the chances are that when we go through this guided meditation, that your mind will wander. You might be thinking about what you had for dinner. You might be thinking about work tomorrow. You might be thinking about a partner. You might be thinking about work. You could be thinking about a holiday that's coming up. There's anything. It could be anything that you're thinking about. That's fine. What I don't want you to do is freak out and go, my mind's wandered. Just bring it back. The moment you realize that it's wandered, the moment you realize that your train of thought has taken you somewhere else, just bring it back and continue with the meditation. Now, the reason I do the meditation last is because this really is the next step up from the breathing, the next step up from the mindfulness, and now we take the deepest of dives. So it's very relaxing, very, very enjoyable. And if this is all new to you, if it's your first time meditating, then enjoy. Don't decide right now that you're going to go anywhere or you're going to do anything with it. Just see where it takes you. That's the best way to deal with meditation. Just see where it takes you. And then the more you do it, the better you become at it. The more you do it, imagine this could be your first time, so just see where it goes. And then try to do it on your own, day after day after day after day. Now, because of requests, this is a podcast, so although it's live on Mondays at 7, it is recorded, and then I pop it onto the podcast. And so you could use this every day if you wanted to, if that's helpful. Maybe you just want to do the meditation, maybe you just want to do the breathing, but try to do something. And think of it as being for you, not for anyone else. This is just for you. Okay, let's start. Let's close our eyes. Maybe put your hands down on the top of your legs. You can lie down if you prefer. I think sitting up is better. If you lie down, there's a very good chance that you might nod off. You might even fall asleep. And then, of course, you're relaxed, but you may not get the benefits that you have by becoming conscious and enjoying the meditation. So, nice deep breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And let it out for 1, 2, nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for 6. I don't believe we've ever done 6 before. So breathing in now through the nose for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll do the body scan again, but this time it'll be much, much faster, so we get onto the deeper layers of the meditation. So bring the ball of light back just in front of your eyes, 4, 5, 6 inches away. Feel the energy, the heat, the warmth, the rays of light coming off of the ball, off of that miniature sunshine, onto the eyes. Pools of light now on the eyes, very relaxing. From the eyes up over the forehead to the top of the head. Now coming down over the back of the head towards the shoulders. Again, bear in mind we're going much faster now because we've done this before. Relaxing the shoulders, massaging the shoulders, letting out any negativity. And now going down over the right arm, from the right shoulder, biceps, triceps, into the elbow, down over the forearm, into the wrist, and from the wrist into the palm, and then the beams of light coming out through the thumb and forefingers. Left hand side, down from the shoulder, over the biceps, the triceps, into the elbow, from the elbow into the forearm, from the forearm into the wrist, from the wrist into the palm. And now feel that energy coming out through the thumb and the forefingers. Now bring the energy down over the torso, over the chest area, down over your six-pack or belly, whichever you may have. I often joke that I have a keg. And then feel the energy going around your waist. And now bring it down, vertebra by vertebra, down the back. Bone by bone by bone. That warm, penetrating, relaxing, soothing, loving light. Now have that join that light that's rotating around your waist. Have it come down over the buttocks, over the groin area, and let's make our way down the right leg, through the leg towards the knee. The light rotating around the knee now down into the shins, into the ankle, from the ankle into the ball of the foot, the arch of the foot. Now 5 beams of light out through the right foot. Coming down from the left leg now, towards the knee, from the knee, down over the shins and the calves, into the ankle, into the ball of the foot, into the arch of the foot, and now beams of light coming out through the big toe and the 4 smaller toes. Now whilst you've got this energy here, just feel like you're lying in warm water. Very relaxing, warm, if you prefer it hot water. Now we're going to take our journey much further afield, so I want you just for a moment to listen to the sounds that you may be able to hear in the room. What can you hear inside the room? Is there somebody else there? Can you hear the television next door? Is the window open? Can you hear the birds whistling, tweeting, warbling? Just imagine the 4 walls in the room you're in. Think about how far away the wall is behind you. Is your back toward it? Or is it quite distance? 3, 4, 5 feet away? to your left and your right. Is there a window anywhere? And then finally the wall in front of you. Just use your imagination to picture the room. And as the weeks go by, we will work on our imagination, very important for visualization, which in turn can be very helpful for manifestation, helping us to bring our dreams into fruition, into reality. And now take your energy further afield. Imagine your energy now enveloping the entire flat or apartment or house that you're in. Think of the other rooms as your energy now envelops everything, spreading it out, pushing the energy out around the entire building. And if you can think of anyone that's in the house right now with you, in the flat, in the apartment, just send them a little bit of love. Give them a hug. Imagine them feeling really relaxed and being very grateful for the fact that you gave them a hug. Now take your energy beyond your house or the flat, the apartment you're in. Take it out towards the road. And now push your energy further out so that it starts to encapsulate the village, the town, or even the city that you may be living in. Just feel that energy going further and further and further out, but all emanating from you. And feel a sense of connection to your village, your town, your city. Think of all the good stuff that goes on there. There may be bad stuff too, but focus on the good stuff. What is it you like about your village, your town, your city? Is there a favourite part? Is there a park you can visit? Just take your energy there for a moment. And now take your energy even further afield, pushing it out now over the entire county. So wherever you may live, push it further out, embracing the entire county, and now pushing it even further so it can encapsulate and envelop your entire country, wherever that may be. I know we have people that aren't just from the UK tonight. Take that energy and embrace your entire country, and now push it even further and embrace your entire continent, whether it's the Americas, Europe, Africa. Where are you from? Embrace your country. Embrace your continent. And now send that energy as far as you can and embrace the entire planet. Whole of planet Earth is now in this ball of energy that you've created. You're sending your love out there. And it's encapsulating the entire planet. You feel connected. You feel really connected. Put a little smile on your face. No one can see you. Just feel a moment of love for the entire planet. Maybe you've been lucky enough to travel. Think of some of the other countries you've been to. Think about things you enjoyed about traveling, about the people you met, the food you ate, the places you went to. Why did you enjoy it? What was so much fun? Now we're going to continue our journey. We're going to go somewhere completely different. We have done this in previous weeks, so you've got the opportunity now to go to the same place or somewhere completely different. It's entirely up to you. So whilst you've got your entire energy around the planet, I want you to pick a place. It doesn't have to be a real place, but somewhere that you really would find relaxing. That may be a beach somewhere. It could be in a different country. It could be a beach on a Caribbean island. French Polynesian island. Maybe there's some beautiful beaches where you live. Maybe you prefer the mountains. You're going to sit or lay at the top of the mountains. Perhaps you like the forest or the woods. Maybe you're a big fan of water. You're going to be beside a waterfall, beside a river, beside a stream. You decide, there's no right or wrong. Just get comfortable and imagine that place in your mind's eye. What does it look like? Choose a place, the beach, a meadow, a forest, the woods, at the top of a mountain. You decide. Now in your mind's eye, imagine that you're laying down and feel the earth beneath you. So if you're the beach, if you're at the beach, feel the sand supporting your body. If you're in a meadow, feel the grass beneath your body. Is the soil wet? Is it damp? Or is it hot? Is it lovely? How does it feel? Is it muddy? If you're up a mountain and you're laying on the rocks, is it comfortable? Even though you're laying down on stone, maybe it's warm because the sun has been shining on it. You decide, there's no right, there's no wrong. Just get somewhere that you can relax. Now whilst you're there, take a nice deep breath in through the nose, hold on to it, and let it out through the mouth. In through the nose, hold on to it, and let it out through the mouth. Now I want you to imagine as you're lying down that you're looking up at the sky, and that sky is very blue. Very blue sky. You decide how many clouds. Is there barely a cloud in the sky, or quite a few, and that's giving you shade, and you want that. You like the shade. You decide. And feel the sun shining down on you. Not too hot. Perfect spring sunshine. Warm, relaxing, soothing, loving. Feels so good. As you're looking into that sky, imagine some birds flying around. If you're in the mountains, perhaps it's an eagle. If you're at the beach, could it be seagulls? And if you're in the woods or the forest or a meadow, maybe it's pigeons. Could be small sparrows. You decide. Just see the birds flying around. Those birds come down, they land beside you, about 3-4 feet away. They're very inquisitive. They're looking at you. They're wondering what you're up to. What are they doing that's so relaxing? Now the birds get very inquisitive and they get a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer. Now they're so close to you. They're pecking away right beside your ear, picking up little bits of corn and seeds. You don't know what it is. You don't need to know, but you're so surprised that they're right there beside you. Now you don't want to move because you don't want to scare them off, but you do open your eyes and you look at the sky and you realise just how blue it is. In fact, I'm going to ask you to intensify that blueness. Make it even bluer. Increase its intensity by 10%. Increase the intensity of that blue, that teal colour, by 20%. And now the birds disappear. They fly off. What scared them off? What is it that's made them disappear? You decide, but another animal is coming towards you, much bigger than the birds. So if you're in the forest, is Is it a Bambi? Is it a deer of some sort? You decide. It's coming closer and closer and it's sniffing away. It's not afraid of you. It is not afraid of you. In fact, it feels very relaxed around you. If you're in the mountains, is it a goat? A llama? Something that's wild up there. Just walking around, that too, and becoming very inquisitive and moving towards you. It's closer and closer and closer. You can hear it sniffing. It's right beside your ear. And you've got your eyes open, but you don't want to scare it off. It's so beautiful. It's a moment of complete and utter relaxation. You just want to stroke that animal, but you're not moving because you don't want to frighten it. You don't want to scare it off. And now its nose, it's got a wet nose and it touches your cheek. That's how relaxed the animal is around you. You can feel your positive energy coming off, your positive vibes. Loves it. And now the animal, whatever you chose, decides to walk away. It doesn't run off. You haven't scared it, but it decides to move away. Bring your attention back to that sky, bright blue. I want you to increase the intensity of that sky by 10%. Make it even bluer. Now think of the sounds that you can hear. If you're at the beach, can you hear the water? If you can increase it, increase that noise by 10%. If you're in the mountains, can you hear the wind? You can hear the wind, increase that volume by 10%. If you're in the meadow or near a stream, just increase the noise of either the wind blowing through the grass, the trees, or the trickling of the water down the small river, the little ravine. Use your imagination. Very important to use the power of your imagination. So good. Now bring your energy back. Bring that energy back into just in front of your head, the ball of light. Now we're going to leave that place of peace. Again, it can be anywhere that you enjoy, anywhere that you love. You can revisit that during the week. As you're laying there on the grass or the rocks or the stones, take a deep breath, and as you let it out, have a sigh of relief. Bringing your energy now back from around the globe, bringing it back to your continent, from your continent to your country, from your country to your county, from your county or state if you're in the USA, back to your city, your town, your village. Drawing the energy back in now, back to the house that you're in, back to the room that you're in. And now finally bringing that light in through the left foot. Feel the light coming in through the toes. And as it comes in, it's really relaxing, the most relaxing it's been the entire night. Coming up through your left leg towards the knee, from the knee up to the buttock, and now the right leg through the toes, ball of the foot, arch of the foot, up into the ankle, past the shins, into the knee, back up into the buttock. Now bringing that energy up through the vertebra, one by one by one by one, up across the back, still relaxing, still breathing at your pace, in and out. Back into the shoulders, from the shoulders to the back of the neck, from the back of the neck up across the top of the head, down towards the forehead, until you have two pools of light sitting there over your eyes. Take a final opportunity to feel the relaxation, and now suddenly goes back into that ball of energy. And you're left there on your own, but you're relaxed. You're happy. You feel comfortable. Now allow that energy to dissipate. Just feel yourself sitting in the room, breathing in through the nose and out through your mouth. Feeling relaxed, feeling joyful. Smile on your face. One final deep breath in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just enjoy the music for a moment and feel at peace. Perhaps this is the most peace you've been for a long time. Maybe you were with us last week and you haven't practiced in between. This does feel good, and it does make sense to do this week after week after week after week. And if you have to start by just doing it once a week, great. At some point maybe you go for 2 times a week, 3 times a week. But do try to get out of your head, drop all of the thoughts, just breathe. Okay, at your leisure, open up your eyes again. So I hope you found that useful. I hope you found that relaxing. I know I yawned a couple of times. Maybe you did too. Maybe you've even nodded off. So again, what I encourage you to do is practice this. It is called meditation. Mindfulness is called a practice, and that's the reason for it. You need to do it day in and day out. Now, don't try to achieve anything. Just let what happens happens. And if it happens to be the best meditation you've had, the most relaxing you've ever had, fantastic. If it isn't, it isn't. But try again the next day, and the next day, and the next day. If there's anything you'd like to know, if you've got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Easiest way is via the website. You can email me, that's info@engagewithsuccess.com. There is a contact form on there if you'd like to go to the website, and you can read on there. You can fill in the form, that will get to me too. You could also go to resources. So if you'd like more information, more books to read, you'd like to learn other things, then take the opportunity to go to engagewithsuccess.com. Click on the resources button. There's films on there, books on there, other teachers on there, all sorts of resources, things that will be helpful and useful for you. So I do appreciate you being here. Thank you for your company. Again, it's called M7 because it's every Monday at 7. That's live. And then after that, we'll take the recording, pop it onto the podcast, and you can always find that by going to engagewithsuccess.com/M7. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great week. Thank you for your company. Enjoy yourself. Be calm. Most importantly, be happy. See you Instagram Live. Thanks for your company. Am I going to get any better? Oh yeah, I remember what to do now. Or do I? I thought I remembered what to do. Apparently not. So Lenny, I'm so bad at this. I gotta get better. Oh, Lily. If you guys know how to turn this off, let me know. Oh, and there's Mama's there as well. Thank you. I'm just going to hit the cross. I reckon that will turn it off.